let's get back to our restorative roots. Restorative yoga can traditionally be done in silence, but if you'd like to put on a playlist of music at home, feel free to do so. Something maybe without words, something that can allow you to feel calm and at peace. Restorative yoga, the poses are normally done for about 5 minutes or so. Sometimes you'll see classes that are an hour, hour and a half, but for this practice, we're just gonna go with our vibe. When you're in a pose, don't feel as if you're stuck. You can adjust the body as needed. You want the body and the muscles to be kind of relaxed as the body opens, letting go, relieving and finding relief of stress, promoting circulation and blood flow, releasing emotions or fear or emotions that can get stuck in our hips, or maybe just taking some time for self. So not going to exactly time this practice. We're just going to see where it takes us. And if at any point you feel you need to release out of a pose or posture, please feel free to do so. Or if you'd like to stay in a pose or posture longer, please feel free to do so. And once we get into practice, don't worry so much about what I'm doing. I want you to be able to hear me as you go into these poses. Then there will be silence. So don't worry. Most likely the video is in the class are still going. It's just I'm allowing, that time for myself. You're allowing that time for yourself as we share space, and you allow me into wherever you find yourself, and allow ourselves to really just get lost in our practice, just enjoying the present moment. So I may move or raise my head or something to help and just kind of say like, hey, take a few more breaths and then come out of a pose. You can just wait for those signals. Just if you see me move, I may be just adjusting. So that's why I say don't worry about what's happening visually. Listen more to what maybe you read, if the captions are on, or when you hear me. So restorative is a slower practice. You can have props. Normally people use blankets or pillows in a restorative practice. You're more than welcome to do that. Otherwise, I just have my mat. You're more than welcome to do that. Some people like to do restorative. I know I've done restorative classes on just a large cover or blanket or yoga rug. So you have those options too. So we're gonna get started in a nice Sukhasana pose. And Sukhasana, just having the legs, you could have the legs crossed over so that we're starting to allow the hips to open. Maybe take a moment to kind of let out any jitters or anything that you might have. And then for the first pose, we're gonna go into a nice seated forward fold. So we're gonna keep the legs crossed or in Sukhasana. And you're going to come into your breath, and as you're breathing, connecting with your breath, maybe you roll back the shoulders. You want to think about lengthening the spine. The belly could be soft for this practice. And then whether you have props, I do a lot of restorative yoga without props. You can take that breath and just creep the hands forward. And you don't have to pull, don't have to strain or stretch too far. You're just taking the hands forward, and then you're going to let your head and neck and spine lengthen, so your vision will be down to floor. So you have that option to go into the pose, or if you have any props at home for this practice, you are more than welcome to use them. You could have blocks or pillows or blankets that you set under the front of the body, under the forehead, or that you just relax and open onto. But for this time, I'm not going to use any props. I'm just going to extend and lengthen, and together we're going to find this nice seated forward fold Sukhasana. Just breathing into the body, letting go of anything that needs to be released. You could even close the eyes. And as you're breathing, you're allowing that body, the tail stays connected to the floor and seat. The chest and belly just keep folding over. You may notice that by the end of this pose, that your forehead is closer to the floor than it was in the beginning. Just letting go and breathe. Take a few more breaths. And when you're ready, as you continue to breathe, being very gentle, you're going to gently creep the hands back close to center. And a little puppy with me here. And you're going to slowly roll up the spine, slowly come back to center. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And then release. Then we're going to go ahead into some nice side straddles. So you're going to allow the left leg to stay in and crossed. And you're going to adjust as you need, of course, nice and slowly. And then you're going to allow the right leg to extend and lengthen. Now, you could have the foot a little soft, or you could have the foot flexed. It's up to you. But we're going to move into that forward fold once again. So inhaling, exhaling, take your time, getting adjusted as you need. You could once again, you could have props in front of you. That's the nice part about restorative. We're not just worried about transition. We adjust our bodies, realign as we need. Take a breath, and when you're ready, you'll creep the hands forward once again like we did before. We're going to stick through center. The leg will naturally adjust as it sees fit. And hi. And you'll fall into your side straddle forward fold combo. So the hands are extending and lengthening and falling forward. Now when you're ready, once again, you're going to find that nice deep inhale and exhale. You're going to keep the arms and body folded over and extended, but you're going to gently and slowly walk the hands towards the outside extended leg. So you may lift up just a tad. Take your time. There's no rush. And you'll gently walk the hands towards the inside leg, or towards the extended leg. And you could get them closer and then take a pause and allow that side body to stretch and extend and lengthen. Or you have that option to gently walk the hands all the way over top the extended leg. Readjust the length in the spine. And then just breathe and allow the body to fall over the extended leg. Inhaling and exhaling. Now moving into this nice side stretch. Extend and lengthen. Let go. Breathe. Maybe the upper body softens. Just lose yourself and stretch. Vision can be down to floor, over the extended leg. Take a few more breaths. Then when you're ready, you'll gently release, nice and slow. Use your hands as support to help you slowly creep back up to center. Take a deep inhale and exhale, release. Then we're going to slowly switch sides. So you'll be nice and slow to bring that right leg in. Slowly extend that left leg away. Adjust any props if you have them, if you need. That's what's so wonderful about restorative yoga. You can have the props to support you up under the front of the body, to rest on, under the forehead, over the legs, or you can just use your body. You'll connect once again. Now you have your left leg extended, or the opposite leg extended away, the other leg's pulled in. You're going to connect and breathe. And when you're ready, once again, take your time. Inhale, exhale, roll back the shoulders and creep the arms forward. Gently allowing the body to forward fold. You could close the eyes, the vision to floor. Remember, you don't have to worry about staring at the screen. Just let go and lengthen. And breathe. Keep breathing. Don't let go. That leg will stay extended. Puppy is looking for food. He'll eat. Stand and lengthen and relax. Or have that body. You can have it forward. You're resting maybe on that inside leg. You're allowing maybe pillows up under the forehead or blankets, or what have you. Folds to the adjusted height that you need or prefer. And then just relax and let go and breath. As you're extending out into that forward fold, the body continues to extend and lengthen. Vision to the ground, to floor, relaxing, resting, breathing, letting go. Take a few more breaths, in and out. And when you're ready, once again, after your next breath or as you're breathing, gently, don't have to raise up, but we're going to gently start to bring awareness to that extended leg and walk the hands towards that extended leg. Nice and slow, take your time. And let go once again, releasing. And you can walk the hands a little bit towards that extended leg. Or maybe it feels good to walk them fully over that extended leg. You could realign the body. And forward fold, lengthen, and let go. If you want an additional, you could always open up that chest a little bit Take that upper hand over the feet. It's up to you. You're releasing, you're letting go, you're stretching. Do what feels right for body. You don't want to strain. And connect with your breath. Inhaling into any tightness and tension. And exhaling into any tightness and tension. Really relax that upper body, breathing in, breathing out. Finding those last few breaths here. And then when you're ready, nice and slow, gently start to use the hands to support you. Gently walk the body back to center. Gently realigning, coming back to neutral, coming back to center. Being very slow with allowing that extended leg to come back into lap. Let go or move or adjust any props that you need. Take any little motions or movements that you need that the body's calling maybe. Then we're going to go into a nice fish pose. So a nice fish pose is similar to our Sukhasana or butterfly, but where the knees are bent. But in that fish pose, you're going to have the feet connected like we would in a nice bound angle or a nice butterfly. You're going to have them in a little bit closer than a bound angle though. And the knees are going to be falling out to sides. Now, if you have blocks or blankets or pillows, you're more than welcome to put those underneath the knees. And then you're also more than welcome, and I'm going to do the same for this one, to put a pillow or a blanket underneath and right by like the middle of the back here. So right in this section. And normally in fish pose, if you don't have props, you would just start to lay back nice and slow, be very gentle with the body, and you would come onto your forearms and you would let the head just drop back. But since we want to allow the body to open and relax a bit, we're gonna have, like I said, you have something under the knees, you put something under the back that you get to rest on. Puppy thought I was gonna get up and give him food. No easter. Puppy's nonstop eating. So if you have a blanket or towel or pillow, you want to put that underneath the back, right at that midsection. So you would be here, and then you just rest. And you're gonna kind of make like a nice little mini bridge a little bit, and it allows the lower body, the hips to open, the knees, you could have the blocks underneath, the head just falls back, you could adjust the blanket as you need. Your hands could be at sides, you could have one hand over heart, one over belly, both over belly, wherever they'd like to go. And we'll find our fish pose, our supported fish pose here. You may want to really think about breathing in deep into the hips, into the waist here. Close the eyes and let go with breath. check in with the body. Maybe take a little body scan, breathing into the jaw, releasing any tightness and tension. Checking in with the neck, the shoulders, really relaxing. Relaxing the back, the knees, the hips, the feet. Don't be afraid to make adjustments. Something feels a little off. Reset. Start to find your last few breaths in your fish pose. Welcoming your awareness back to body. Be very gentle, very slow. And then you'll gently start to release one leg and then the other, really slow, really gentle. Away from body and bending the knee. One and then the other. The hands can stay out to sides. We'll start to welcome ourselves into a nice Shavasana or corpse pose. Now you could keep, if that feels good and you like that little extension, that little release off the spine, you're more than welcome. If you'd like to remove any props or blankets from under the back, just take a nice deep inhale and exhalation. Then be very gentle with maybe lifting up the back and either wiggling out your blanket, or you could gently and slowly, very slowly lift above onto the forearms. And you could take the blanket and then place it just underneath the head for some support in your Sukhasana. Or if you still feel energy, you're more than welcome to be very slow to turn over on your side and be gentle, raising up to put blanket underneath the heels of your feet. You want to just move slow, you don't have to rush, move nice and slow, you have plenty of time. You could put it underneath the heels and the feet and the legs. And then slowly come back down, nice and slow, back to Shavasana. Or maybe you don't want a blanket at all. Maybe your body would like to ground without support. Make any adjustments that you need. Take a nice deep breath, making your way into Shavasana, Sukhasana. If you prefer seated, you're more than welcome. And then just release. Once again, take a nice deep breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Maybe closing the eyes. Letting go and breathing. Your hands could be down at sides, palms facing up. Feet are a little loose, a little wide. Toes are falling out to either side unless they're maybe on top of the cloth. And just breathe. Once again, just check in with the body. Inhaling, exhaling. Releasing, letting go of any tension in the upper body or lower body. Now, if you find in this moment of Shavasana or seated Shavasana, Sukhasana, that you have time to continue to lay and enjoy this moment for peace, please feel free to do such. Breathing in and out, letting all the stress drift away. But if you find that you'd like to come to the end of your practice or flow, or maybe you have a day to carry on to, just take the moment to find a deep breath or so. And when you're ready, being very slow and gentle with the body, start to welcome awareness back to the physical body. Still deep breathing in and out. Letting the muscles open and relax. Letting oxygen make it to every part in peace. And welcoming gentle movements. No rush, no stress. Slow finger wiggles or slow wiggles of toes. And other maybe slow movements to legs and hands, waist, chest. Taking your time. Being gentle, welcoming gentle, soft movements to the head and neck. Eventually making your way, rolling over onto one side or the other, staying connected with breath, maybe holding there for a moment, or gently making your way up to seated. Or maybe you're still in Sukhasana. Do what you have time for. Do what is allowed. I'd like to thank you for joining me for this nice rooted restorative practice. This anytime you're looking to relax, open the body, find some relief and release. And may this flow ease you into the rest of your day with light, peace, smiles, and love. Namaste.